we're taking a close look at where the former defendants are now and what happened to their movement. Our team's Andre Lucia is here with us. So, simple question, what did you find?
Yeah, well, about 43 of those who were charged in connection to the attack are from either North Central or Northeast Texas. They include Stewart Rhodes, the founder of the Oath Keepers, and Larry Brock, who we saw on the floor of the U.S. Senate with zip ties. Now, those two are still very vocal. Others have laid low.
A search of public records found most of the people involved on January 6th from our area have stayed out of legal trouble in the last year. One exception is Ryan Nichols of Longview, who pepper sprayed officers at the Capitol and rallied people in videos like this.
Ryan Nichols stands for violence.
They are labeling us as anarchists.
Within months of his pardon, he was again accused of assault. And this past August, a jury found him guilty, sentencing him to pay a fine.
I'm in Carthage, Texas today getting signatures to get on the ballot.
Nichols also launched a run for Congress last year before dropping out, citing in part mental health issues related to his incarceration.
I didn't start seeing some of the prolonged issues that I had with prolonged solitary confinement until I came home.
Also running for office is Larry Brock, seen here on January 6th, dressed in tactical gear on the floor of the U.S. Senate. He's now running for a seat in the Texas House on a platform, he says, sprang from his experience.
We have to have full faith and confidence in our elections, which I'm still right. They're still wrong. 2020 was stolen. And so it's important that that never happens again.
Others involved on January 6th have called for legal action against judges, prosecutors, and FBI agents who helped put them in prison, and filed claims seeking restitution from the U.S. government for damage and injuries they say they suffered as a result.
I have no remorse.
If I had it to do over again, I'm going to be the first in line.
In an interview following their pardons for assaulting police, Mark and Jaleese Middleton of Cook County said they were seeking to have their records wiped clean.
If the judge approves that, they're saying this should have never happened in the first place, and it would be removed altogether as if it never happened.
Meanwhile, the founder of the Oath Keepers, Stewart Rhodes of Granbury, who was convicted of seditious conspiracy, has in recent months announced efforts to relaunch the group. An online fundraiser, though, has shown little support so far.
Could January 6th happen again today?
Yeah, absolutely.
John Lewis tracks domestic threats at the Program on Extremism at George Washington University.
The threat isn't really as much from these organized groups as much as it is from the movements and the narratives and the grievances that those movements can spread.
Anti-government rhetoric, he says, has only grown stronger, with those once labeled traitors now walking free.
I think for a lot of those people, it just emboldened them.
Lewis does say the bigger threat of violence comes from a lone actor or a small group of 2 or 3 people, because they're the ones less likely to be on law enforcement's radar. And there's a wide range of people who participated in January 6th. And just as we've seen some double down, we've also heard others express regret and contrition.
And watch all of this, and my curiosity, any insight on what life has been like for these people, especially on a personal level?
Yeah, I mean, by all accounts, it's been hard for many of them. We know a lot of people lost their jobs. Some saw their marriages or other relationships fall apart. I did notice in my research that a good number of them had moved to either a new town or even a new state, which could signal an effort to really start over.
Yeah, and in some cases, who could blame them, right, for making that effort to start over? Andre Lucia, thank you so much.